Hello, hello, good evening. Oh, the hair, oh, the hair. I need to sort that out. It's been a wet day out here, wet and windy here in London. Look at that mess. Well, it'll do for now. Hello, 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 Rarish and Dan. Good to see you in the chat, and anyone else who is lurking at the moment. Welcome to the Sim Cafe. It is the 2nd of January, 2024. I have just watched the fireworks display for Central London on YouTube with Alicia at dinner. It was quite nice, actually. It was quite cool the way they did it, all the story and everything. A bit more than just a load of bing bang bongs on the old fireworks. So that was good. Apart from that, I have been working hard on the rig today. So you may well have seen... Hello, back. Good evening to you, sir. Happy New Year. I'm not sure I saw you yesterday. We have been working hard on the rig today. So my T818, which is just in front of us here, the T818 has a wonderful pattern of bolts that is unique, it seems, in the sim racing world, and unlike anything you'll find on any wheel deck that's out there at the moment, unfortunately. Now, I did have it secured by the 2 front bolts very tightly, but it was a bit dodgy, and when I was moving sometimes, obviously, you know, you pull on the wheel and you get excited and you do all sorts, right? And the whole wheelbase was, yeah, it wasn't good. The back wasn't secure in any way. It was just bolts at the front. So I looked at getting the mounting kit. The mounting kit from Thrustmaster was £35 and shipping was 15 quid. That's £50. I thought, yes, the box is, yeah, right? Box is back. Because it's back, I know how much you need it. So I made sure we found a way to get the box in permanently. The shelf below is a bunch of board games. I might change that into the T818 box. I think you might like having that T818 box there. Where is that box? Where did I put that box? It's over there somewhere, I think. Anyway, so back to the... Oh, it's under here, actually. Tell a lie. It's right under here. Keeping this all propped up. So, yeah, I didn't want to get the mounting kit for 50 quid. And I had a worrying feeling it was going to make the wheel even higher because this makes the wheel a bit higher than my old one. And I think my rig is suffering. I might raise the chair a bit so I can be a bit closer to the wheel or a bit higher. I don't know how high I should be. Everything changes and it's all a bit weird. I just need to get used to it, I guess. So anyway, back to the story. I didn't want to pay for the mounting kit, so I thought, let's try and drill some holes in 3mm steel. It's quite thick. It's very hard. And I tried drilling in it. Now, I tried drilling in it the other night and it didn't go very well. So I went today to the shop to buy some HSS steel bits, drill bits. Tried doing some more drilling. Had a bit of success. And then interestingly, the bits I already had seemed to work as well. So I think I just kind of got used to the process. And I drilled lots of holes. It was very awkward. I did lots of filing as well. Luckily, I had a metal file, so I was trying to file areas down. And I've now managed to make, as you've seen on the Discord, 2 holes. Definitely 2 holes. I should really go on the server, by the way. 2 holes. And am I on split 3? That's going to be Porsche Cup as well. Okay, what about our... Pink. There we go. Beautiful. Less chance of being hit now. Split 3? Yay! Split 3. We're at Catalonia, by the way, everyone. So we're at Circuit de Catalonia in the Porsche Cup. And I need to farm SR. So if you don't mind, I need to get on with farming my SR today. So we can all have a nice chat while I farm my SR. Because it did take a little bit of a punt yesterday at Spa, unfortunately. Sydney called it. I finished the race in the pits. SR took an absolute battering. We did not... Oh, where's my other glove? This is annoying. I have one glove, gang. Where is... So why did I take my glove off? I was doing something. Oh, that's it. I was putting this in. Yeah, okay. Is that pedal cam in the right place? Let's have a look for that, first of all. Is the pedal... No, the pedal cam is miles off. That's no good. Hello, there you go, feet. Hello. Right. That's cool. Where's my other glove? Am I sitting on it? Yes, I am. Excellent. We're sitting on it, Treen. Raresh, it looks like you had fun and experimented with drilling. Well, yeah, I broke quite a few bits. And I didn't really know what I was doing. It's a bit like now. What's going on? Hold on. Okay, what's wrong? I think I have to reset the game, guys, because oh, hold on. If I go options, controls. Right. Pit limiter. Okay, you going to work now? Right, you are. Okay. Yeah, I turned on the wheel after putting the game. Anyway, so, yeah, it was a lot of experimenting, Rarish, but that's always the way I tend to do it, to be honest. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, so did I. Have I put the wrong thing on the... Yeah, silly Jeff. I put the wrong... apologies. Am I about to get in someone's way? Not yet. Not yet.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Oh, yellow flag for you. Oh, we need to get ahead of the BMWs, that's for sure, so let's put a lap down. Does it change? Yeah, it is changing daily. I didn't think, even though I knew when I looked at the time, when I did the next day's YouTube stream. Ooh, that was a kick. These tyres are cold. Yeah. It didn't occur to me to change the title of the stream, so maybe I'll have the brains to do that. Out of the way, sir.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, PR's a bit dead, isn't it? So I'm not too sad about that. This is a lot more fun. Like I said, mining the old SR tonight. Background noise to build the rig. Hey, poops! Poops, I can officially reveal to you that Watkins Glen is the first week of 25-minute races on LFM starting on Monday.
Yellow flag ahead.
So from Monday, the King of Watkins is back. That's a good way to start the year, isn't it, Poop? Your earlobe's going to get smashed really high again, and then you spend the rest of the season fighting. Hey, you're going to have to learn some more tracks, sir. It's coming. We should probably do another few races together.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
I can also reveal, somewhat, that the first LFM Sunday will be Silverstone on the 14th.
Yellow flag, yellow
Which I'm
flag.
hoping to do with Matt Felton. Yes, you do, Poop. How you been? How was your Christmas and everything? How you been, buddy?
There's a slow car up ahead.
Oh, I'll tell you what, you'll break your wrist doing this. Oh, that was very bad. But we rise, don't we, Lewis? Yeah, how you been, Poops? Poops, are you enjoying the glory of the new stream? It should be a pretty high bit rate. I think these Porsche Cups are great fun, and we should probably do... Oh, whoa, Jeff. We should probably do a community cup. Just like 5 races, something like that. Oh, damn. Never mind. You were at Ali Pally last night. Oh, lovely. Was Littler on last night, or was that the night before? Good old Luke. 16, eh? That's a lot of fun. Oh, out of the way.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Tomorrow's GT3 and GT4 at Silverstone. I know. And I'm going to be doing community racing at Monza. So everyone, if you've got new kit, like you, Dan, all of us who have got new kit for the new year, it's time to go Monza and give it a test. You know Monza is the benchmark for most of us in sim racing. So we're all off to Monza tomorrow night, and hopefully we'll get some new members of the community with their new gear. Oh.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Little yesterday afternoon. Saw MVG get beat. Okay, cool.
Slow car ahead. Your lap time is invalidated.
Okay,
Please
turns
try to
out
stay on the
that
track.
doesn't work. 5 minutes left, I can do another lap or two. Oh, just pop my thumb there. Oh. This wheel's gonna kill me. Dennis! Hey, how am I? You know how I am. Pietson. Was it Pietson? Oh, the Pietson 15. Ah, okay. Anyway, the tyres are hot now. Woo. Monza is even better. Hard to know if you're being sarcastic, to be honest. But yeah. Monza will be fun. Hopefully loads of you will be with me on track tomorrow.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
We're in the 9 PM. Nice one, bro. Kyalami, have you gone GT4 or 3? I was half tempted to do a bit of
Yellow
GT4.
flag, be careful.
Have my own little race. Like I said, I need to farm safety rating and reality team. So no off tracks, nice and smooth. See if we can get a 0.3 or 0.4, that'd be good. But something tells me at this turn, okay, I need to brake really early here. I don't know what's going
Yellow
on.
flag in sector 2.
I don't know why the brakes are that bad. But yeah, I think this turn is going to be a bit hairy in the first few laps. So, oh. Merc GT3 today, did GT4 yesterday, was good fun. Okay, nice. Yeah, I think Sydney told me to do a bit of front wheel drive with the Merc or something to see how it feels with the old new DD, I should say.
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Ooh. These cars are fun though.
Car on the left, clear on the left. Yellow flag ahead, be
Right,
careful.
brake nice and early for every turn. I'm pretty sure it should be near GT3 braking though, if I just completely forgot all my braking markers. Oh, you could not accelerate there for love nor money. 3 minutes. If we recover it, we can do that. Currently P9 of 17. Okay, I really think I should do a lot of Porsche Cup racing. It will help me infinitely because throttle control is...
Clear on the right.
Wow! Okay, I do need to brake very early there. Weird. Throttle control is a problem for me at the moment. Speaking of the devil, hello, Ree! There you go, there's throttle control for you in the Porsche Cup. But yeah, I do need to work on mine for 2024. That's my New Year's resolution in sim racing. Oh, he's back. Oh, this guy's in the middle. Okay, well, just try and get out of your way.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
So yeah, really need to work on my throttle application here. And also slowly build things back up with the channel, right? Because obviously we had a bit of a hiatus from October, to be honest. I told you before there was a lot of things going on in my personal life that took precedent. So I think we're kind of past that in a way now. We can start focusing on working on for a few things for the community again. And obviously I've got my new rig and home, etc. New wheelbase. It's all new. So yeah, time to start focusing on a few team things, getting more people into sim racing. Project Pass It On should be going to the new recipient hopefully in the next few weeks. Get that sorted out. I know a lot of you really enjoyed that and I really enjoyed doing it, so I'll try and do as much and pass it on as I can this year.
Yellow flag in
If you know anyone who needs a gaming PC in a rig, let us know. Hopefully they live somewhere near the south of England. Hey. Not very fast there. Turns out I did that a lot faster last time. And obviously racing the Porsche Cup might help me a little bit with some of the Porsche racing that I'll be doing this year in the GT3. Bit of cross-pollination there. So, yeah. Might work out quite well for me to do a lot of Porsche over the next few weeks. And maybe month. Oh no! Oh rubbish! I just completely understood. That's weird. I mean, I could have broke a little bit more, but I thought I would be alright. And just that would put me on the field a bit. I think maybe. Oh well. I hope you've all had a good Tuesday. I guess for a lot of you. Ooh. Have I got the pit limiter on? I don't feel like I do. Yeah, I do. For a lot of you, first day of the year at work. I know it was for Alicia. Poor lady was struggling. She got there though. And yeah, for me it should be Thursday. We're waiting to confirm that in my new job, which I'll tell you more about in due course. But let's just get there first. There's a lot of oil on my screen, I think got flicked up from the drilling earlier. I'm glad the drilling worked out. I mean, it was all a bit intense, Alicia will tell you. There was smoke, there was broken drill bits, there was everything. There was a lot of metal flying on the floor and everywhere else. I hope we can get rid of all that. And yeah, it was a wild ride, but I guess we made it. And I'm now happy because my wheel is infinitely more secure. It was, I mean, I saw my friends using it the other day as well. You may have seen on the social media clips my friends using the rig. And boy, when they were, you know, like getting excited and pulling on the whole thing, I thought it was going to snap. So that's in now. Much, much better. And I've got to be nice and smooth with a Porsche for half an hour. It's a real test, this is, with concentration. Just half an hour at the Porsche Cup. Nice and smooth. I'm going to pop one of these in. Very nice. They're meant to be sour sweets, they're not sour at all. It's meant to be uncomfortably sour, really. These Toxic Waster, I'll have another one of those in a bit. They are full on nasty. But these, nah. Yeah, I do. Is ABS 6 too high, gang? If anyone's watching in chat, is ABS 6 too high? I mean, I'm on the aggressive preset. ABS 6 though, does seem a bit aggressive. Is that why I'm not slowing down much? Or is that saving me? I guess TC comes in during the braking as well? I don't know. I don't know. There you go. Got Alicia in the background playing Hades. How's it going? Not good. Oh dear. Oh well. Dun, dun. 1 minute till the session starts. And yeah, gonna have a few goals for this year. I mean, we did manage to do a 24-hour race last year at the end of it, so that's kind of ticked off. We did really well. Obviously, it'd be nice to, you know, do really well in one, but you know, normally only the fastest people tend to happen for that and enduros. So yeah, done 24. It'd be nice to do a 12 or 2. It'd be nice to do a charity race this year. I don't know if we can set one up. I'm going to keep trying to grow the community. I don't know how long it's going to take. We've had a bit of a hiatus, haven't we?
30 seconds.
So I don't know how long it's going to take, but I do want to keep growing it. Of course, I want to host community leagues this year. That should be this year, right? I could really push it. I don't want to put it on the sim grid I said before. I think it just attracts too many randoms, and then the driving standards might not be where we want it. And people probably want live stewarding. I know what you don't like. Right, let's try a sour sweet to get me through the first race. Let's do this, team. Ah, come on, pop in.
Stay in double file.
Cheers, Keith. Happy New Year to you, sir. Couldn't see you yesterday. Sorry, I can't remember who came in the chat yesterday. But I've just put a very sour sweet in my mouth. Okay, so we've got half an hour. Oh boy, there she goes. Oh, oh man. Oh, oh geez, that's sour. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Oh. We've got half an hour. Ah. Let me try and focus. Oh my days, I can't even think straight. Oh.
Green light, go, go, go.
Let's go. Oh, don't get too close, please. I don't want any safety rating problems. I'm looking to farm my safety rating this race.
Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Two of them.
Clear on the left. Car on the left.
I thought he was going to
Clear
rebound.
on the left.
Bro!
Car on the right.
I thought he was going to
Clear on the
rebound
right.
into me. There's one murder. Oh wow. I'm on a kill streak, aren't I think, this year? Oh, I thought that guy was on the radar, just going to bounce into me. But also don't change lanes like that. Oh, hello.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I really was hoping to farm safe. Oh dear. That's going to hit. That's going to... Oh, he's missed him. I'm meant to be farming safety rating, right? Everyone calm down.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Oh boy.
Yellow flag,
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? There come the BMWs.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Well, there's another one. Wow. It's guaranteed. Well, no. I mean, we could just do one regardless, don't get me wrong. But if we want to do a really big one, I want to do it annually as well. Yeah, I think we could do one this year, why not? By the end of the year, for sure. Regardless. However big our gang is, Sim Cafe, however big it grows, who knows? Who knows what my job's going to be doing for me this year? Like I said, I might not have much time for all this at all, who knows? All part of the fun. But yeah, we can at least do a charity event. Oh! We can make the goal like, you know, £500. We'll figure it out. Agreed, Sydney. I only had one thing on my mind there. Pew. Anyway, get back to your rig. It ain't going to build itself. I am in some ways jealous of you, Sydney. I was just thinking to myself what it'd be like to have an aluminium 80-20 profile rig, or whatever profile it is. Aluminium profile rig is probably the best way to say it. I mean, you'd like to think so, wouldn't you, Rarish? But it doesn't entirely work like that. I'll be really honest, bro.
Clear on the left.
Oh dear. What do you want? He's going to overshoot that, surely. No, he's held it. Go on, lad. Oh. Oh, there's trouble ahead. Shouldn't really accelerate in first gear in this car, should I? It's just a bit of death. The sounds are great, I'll tell you that much. It's one of the best parts about racing in Porsche Cup, I'd say. Try not to hit anyone. Yo, one. Hope you well, sir.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Sorry guys, I was on the relative. Apologies for all of you trying to follow the race. Oh, that's going to get spicy! Juan, how would you feel about doing a Porsche Cup series with the gang? 5 races. I'll have to make it on a weekend, wouldn't I, for you to be able to do it? Probably about 1 in the morning UK time. Oh, there's the inside for me!
Clear on the right. Car on the right.
Please, no contact. Going so slow, and now there's a guy on the inside of me.
Clear on the right.
We don't want to go off track. Come on. Oh, this car. I don't want to go off track. Oh, I don't want to go to the wheel. Good evening to everyone who is tuned in, by the way, to my rather amateur driving with occasional kill show. Ooh, someone quite close behind there, Lopez. I need to not accelerate in first gear, it's just not the one. I need to be smoother and smoother with my throttle. Sometimes I need to use the throttle to push the car around. I'm not really driving this car very well, if you hadn't noticed. Oh, friend there is gone. But we can just about avoid him and an off track. Hey, it definitely keeps you more, it's more tiring because you have to do a lot more, right? Which is what a lot of people argue racing should be. A lot of people argue racing should be like that, with, you know, very little computer input and so. Oh, hello. That's another one bites the dust. I mean, we're all in the same car here, and there's no TC, so it really is a battle of your wits more than anything else. It's interesting. Turns out you can't change gears rapidly like that. It's a shame, that's another off track. I'll try and get some safety rating. 2 in 2, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Tyres are a bit hot. Hello, Martian. How you doing, sir? Are you back at work? Are you at work? I remember now. Apologies if you're not. Trying to remember. But yeah, first day back for a lot of people. That was slow. Second of Jan. Jeff is cruising around like we're in 2023. Let's speed up a little bit. This car is wild. You gotta love it. If you don't, you'll hate it. Hey, get over there, you lazy pig. Slightly better line in the last turn. There we go. I'm getting the hang of the timing. Starting a new job tomorrow. Awesome. Can you tell us any more? Do you want to tell us any more?
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Is it the same company? Is there an exciting reason why you changed? As I've mentioned before, I start my new job, should be Thursday, but I'll be able to tell you a bit more about it after that. It's one of those companies that most of you won't know, but have probably been involved with. Sort of thing. Let's just get my feet under the desk first. Under the table. Okay, we're trying to keep up with those two in front. It would be nice to be in a little fight with them. Starting to slowly win over the car. Hello, Finn! I hope you're well, sir. Thank you for observing the protocols of the Sim Cafe. Get your words out, Jeff. I'm saying hello. Getting the hang of this beast. We are catching the guys in front. Okay.
Slow car ahead.
Finn, be honest. Have you had any sugar in the last 20 minutes? Shouldn't say too much. I've probably had more than me. I'm a sugar fiend. Don't worry, Finn. I'm probably worse than you. Hey. Come on. All that hard work. Gone a bit to waste there. Gone a little bit to waste. Tyres are a bit warm. Nothing fancy. Old company shut down production. 2,000 plus gone. Wow, I'm a factory controller. Starting with another factory company tomorrow. First after no, that is exciting. First after 22 years. I've got a lot of time for that. You're obviously a company man, Martian. Love it. Martian. What was I going to ask you? So, do you play Factorio at home? Have you heard of the game? You probably have, I don't know. It's a Steam game on PC, Factorio, if you're not aware of it. This guy behind started to give me the heebie-jeebies. Never heard of it, I think it's quite popular, called Factorio. You've got to build factories, it's all a bit intense. Inventory management kind of game, building strategy, all sorts. Oh damn, I didn't expect the chef and caffeine thing being mentioned. What, you think he's going to get away with it after just plastering it all over our Discord? No, buddy, what are you flashing for? You got a big ping, I'll give you that much. Is that where you're flashing? You warned me about your ping. Lucky for you,
Clear on the left.
I'm farming safety rating. So no aggression from me there, and no defending either. I noticed Vert's on our Discord asking about whose fault it was on that clip he sent in. I mean, bit of sideways action, side-by-side rubbing, you've got to really expect that with GT3. Ah! If you watch it, oh, I don't get off track for that, do I? If you watch it in real life, boy, are they rough on each other. They're very rough on each other. Oh, I need to change that one. Assetto Corsa was for racing now, isn't it? You very much expected to get away with it. Oh, Finn, no, not here, sir. Sorry, mate, you're too obvious.
the
You're
slow
far
car
too obvious
ahead.
with it. But like I say, I'm probably worse than you, so I'm not going to say too much. And yet we have people in front of us again, despite going off. Looks like I'm not the only one having troubles in this very, very tricky car. And I do think this is the kind of perfect track for it. Mid-pace turns, slow-pace turns, why not? I really need to get much better at my pedal control. That's a bit too hot on the gear changes. Everything more modern than the first Age of Empires is too complex. There's definitely a feeling of that. I think you need to hit a blend, don't you, Marshan? Because when it gets more and more complex, it's just a bit like, what's the point? It just gets a bit too much. Way too much. Looks like an interesting game. Yeah, I can imagine getting into it in a weird way. A lot of games like that, aren't they? You can't really imagine their appeal, and you start playing them and you're just sucked in. I think a game that Alicia and I have gone back to recently is Hades. Anyone in the chat know Hades? Anyone played Hades? We're going to talk about the drink. Hey, Manuel. Good evening, sir. Or good afternoon to you. Anyone in the chat played Hades? And if you have, how much have you played it? That's what I want to know. If you don't know what I'm all about, you're welcome to go and Google it. Okay, how's the DD going? Wonderful, Manuel. I was doing a lot of work today on the rig to make it more secure, so now it's a lot more secure. The feedback is amazing. I mean, I've not done a lot of racing with it yet, is the reality. And there is a lot more fidelity in everything. There's more range, there's more power. It's scary because it could hurt me. It's already tried to a few times. But yeah, it's a wonderful piece of kit. I don't see why I'd ever really need another wheelbase now. Or pedals. Okay, I can do it with a clutch, that'd be nice. But I mean, really, I really don't need much. That's terrible from me, but I pulled it back. And looks like we might be catching our friend Amende. I've heard the name, but definitely never played or looked. Well, do you know what? It's a weird story for me, Finn, and I think as well, Marshan, you'd be interested in this game. So I'll address you first, Marshan. So when you talk about being too complex, I do get what you mean. Obviously, you know, times you can spend on it and all that sort of stuff. And just think being too hard to get into. Hades is great because it's one of those old, it has a lot of old style to it, Marshan, where you're meant to complete the game. That's the idea of the game. You're meant to complete it. You know how it feels like most games now? Obviously sim racing doesn't really help with that. But you know, like a lot of games now, there's no real completion. It's always online, a lot of them. You can get wins and so on, and so, but you don't ever finish it. Have that completion feeling, right? Of actually ending it. And Hades does that in a way that I've never experienced before. And then what's interesting... Oh, hello. Someone dead on the right. And we're starting to come into traffic. That might explain some of it. Hello, you've got a few dents, haven't you? That's exciting. Okay, we have to focus a little bit on the traffic here. So, what's interesting for me, Finn, about the game is that I started playing it a long time ago. Didn't get into it at all. I was like, oh, that's no good, it's rubbish, it's a bit boring, it's too simple, going on what Marshan was saying in a way, funnily enough. It's too simple. I wasn't interested in it. And then I kept hearing about it, people loving it so much. Whoa! You're right, I need to be careful there, Dan. I did not see that. I'm going to blow my engine up, guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, I need to be careful with my engine. It's red. Thank you for spotting that, Dan. I did not look at it. So, right, let's get back to things. So, as I was saying with Hades, there's so many people saying it was Game of the Year and amazing and this and that I just thought, I mean, there's got to be something I'm missing, because when I played it, it seemed a bit too rubbish and simple. I thought, come on, what's going on here? And people are talking about it like it's their favourite game ever, and they got Game of the Year. I've got to be very careful with the revs. We'll start short shifting and braking very gently with the revs. I don't know, Varish. I don't know what I've done, to be honest. I might have done a few... I did one downshift, or was that in quali? Where I was a bit early on it. I think I went to first gear. But not 4 times. Anyway, back to the story. So I did try it again, and I kind of persevered with it a little bit. And it's become one of my favourite games ever, Hades. It is me on the pedals, yeah, skill car. Yeah, it's that first gear, I think, as well. I need to be careful. So, yeah, the paddles are the real killer. So I kept persevering with it, and what I found is actually it's just one of my favourite games ever. Has so much depth. Sorry, BMW. You're probably thinking that's not worth your time.
Right.
Sorry, mate.
Clear on the right.
And it's got so much depth. It's so challenging and rewarding. The replay value is insane for a single-player game because I don't really play single-player games. Agreed, Finn. Very much. So yeah, I just kept playing it and getting into it more and more. Alicia also loved it. She got into it very quickly and just loves challenging herself on it. I need to be really careful with gear changes. So yeah, I think Hades deserves a lot of plaudits. It is awesome. The sequel is meant to be coming out, well, this year now basically. It's meant to be last autumn, but... and you know it's like with new games, you probably need a few months of bug fixing anyway, balancing and all that good stuff. So yeah, the first game is now fully polished and complete and ready to play, and it is just an awesome game. So if you haven't played it, it is fairly cheap, I think. I'll say that. It's not the most expensive game.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
And it is just awesome. And it keeps getting deeper and deeper. Agreed, Manuel. Although right now I'm very scared about all the gears, to be honest, after my engine has gone red and I've still got 12 minutes to go. And I do want to finish the race. Yes, I do. So maybe I should talk a little bit less. I'm sure someone would enjoy that. But alas, as I was saying, should I put the microphone up there? It might sound a bit better. Oh.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That was a fun little double overtake of the BMWs there. Bit of a lunge, sorry gang. No harm done. A bit like the clip on Discord earlier from Bertie. But that's the thing, if you leave the door open, you're going to have some visitors sometimes, whether you like it or not. We've had some contacts and some off track. Hey, it was a little bit of a...
car heading sector 1.
Yes, Dan, it was on Game Pass, which is part of the reason why I gave it another go. They took it off about a year ago, 8 months ago, which was a bit sad, and I bought it. Despite having played it on Game Pass for a very long time, I then bought it after. It was that good. So I've always got it now. And we got back into it a few days ago, Alicia and I, because we haven't played it for a while. And we're finding more things in the game still. It's incredible. There's so much hidden depth, it is unreal. It is incredibly well written, it's funny, all those kind of things, humorous, even very sad at one point, I'll be honest. Quite emotional. All this in a little single player roguelike slasher. It's incredible. They did brilliantly with it, and I really do hope the sequel is anything like it. Probably won't be.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
P9, incredible. We don't deserve it. The engine's about to blow up. Are you going for the emulator? Oh, nice. Yeah, I hope you do. I don't think there's any multiplayer online. Hello, buddy. What's you doing that?
Car on the
I don't
right.
think there's any multiplayer stuff on there, but if there is, that'd be quite funny. Anyway, we're in Operation Protect the Engine. Short shifting all the way. This car is a beast, and you're right, Finn, it's the best way to learn ATC. And I should spend a lot more time in this car. Subscription? Is it? Is that what I pay for? A subscription? I thought I just bought the emulator for 30 odd quid. I've only got a subscription, I better play it more then. But if it's a library which is constantly updated, then you almost can't blame them really, can you? In some ways, to be fair. Hey, it'll be worth it, Dan. There's some real winners on there. But I do feel like the vast majority of older computer games don't really age that well. I love the nostalgia for a few minutes, you know, the quirkiness, right? But after that, it's not really likely that you're going to start getting into it in the way that we used to, right? If you think about it, we used to really... Come on, bro. We need to really get into them.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Dean Kelly! Hello Dean, good to see you sir in the chat. Welcome to the Sim Cafe. And your question is, what shoes are you wearing, mate? Are they wet shoes? Think they're cooled along them lines? Oh look, you've got me driving slow now, bro. If I break my engine, it's your fault. Dean. I recently went to sim racing with new socks. My everyday trainers are not suitable at all. Lol, sorry. And then 0.637. Ooh, that's mysterious. I don't know what that means. But what I can tell you is, good evening, welcome. If you're not on the Discord yet, Dean, please get on there as well. You'll have lots of information about all our community stuff, including our weekly racing to practice for LFM, and also team racing. Team racing is infinitely better than solo racing, so I'll try and do as much of that as possible.
Car on the right.
Thank you
Clear
for
on the
letting me
right.
through. Bit slow on the turn there. I won't say I'm cruising, but you know, we're trying to get through here. How are the tyres? The tyres are okay. Yeah, to answer your question. Okay, cool, Dan. I need to use that. To answer your question, Dean, they are water shoes. Yeah, if you go on Amazon, I do so much on Amazon. I'm so lazy in that way. It's so easy. Just go on Amazon, type in water shoes or boat shoes or swimming shoes, and yeah, they're like £10. These might have been 9 or 11. So yeah, do that. There's another way around it. You can just get like pads for your pedals, so you can just buy like almost like tend to be like, you know, sound dampening pads that you get for furniture or stuff like that to stop it making noise and banging. Just put them on the face of your pedals. Some of them are quite grippy, and they tend to have a little bit of cushioning in them.
Yellow flag.
Now I used to have the TLCM pedals, and they come with official Thrustmaster rubber face plates, which you can buy, and that was wonderful because then I could wear my socks and show my socks off to you all. But with these metal pedals, I'm wearing these shoes all the time, so you don't get to see my wonderful socks. There you go, Manuel. I'll just use some comfy socks. Marshall, you didn't mention it at the last Discord. Oh yes, that's a good point, Dean. So what you'll find a lot as you get into sim racing, especially on PC, is everyone saying, join our Discord, which is wonderful, which is wonderful,
Clear on the left.
but also gets a bit frustrating because you just join lots of them and too many. But I can promise you now, the Sim Cafe Discord is the last Discord you'll ever need to join. I mean, probably not, but I say that anyway. All part of marketing, really, isn't it? Hey, yo! That was an interesting spin. I'm not hitting the wall, When's it safe? It's not safe for a while. Come on. Can I go forward? Yes, I can.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Come on, let's go. Sorry about that, team. I don't know, that just went from me now. I mean, I was a bit lazy, but that just went. I must have stomped, Finn. Is the TLCM connection USB? I want to do a little upgrade. Yes, you can do, as Marshan said, TLCM straight into the PC. You actually get more fidelity in the braking when you do that. I think, I've got to be honest, I think the TLCM pedals are brilliant. They really are. You get a clutch. The brake, you can buy like custom rubbers for the brakes. So I recommend doing that to make it a little bit stiffer. It's got quite a heavy load. They're very durable. And yeah, I just think they're a wonderful set of pedals. They really are. Like, obviously these sprints are better.
Clear on the left.
And you have software that you can change the brake map and all this stuff. And blah blah. And they will last forever, I'm sure, these ones. Compared to my TLCMs where the rubber used to kind of fail a bit. But oh, did you? Oh, Finn, I should have read it. I'm gutted now. Can you is there a way to? Hey, next time just donate. If you don't mind, Finn, if it's really important like that, just chuck in a couple of euros and be like, please remember your throttle, and then we could have avoided that one. Hate to say it. I don't want to blame you. Ah, there we go. Thank you, sir. Too kind. Oh, what bad driving from me. My only Discord channel. Couldn't cut off all the unread stuff. I have this OCD that I need to read all your posts. Yeah, you see, there you go. Dan's only Discord. Dan, I'm the same with you with the old OCD, mate. If there's any kind of notification in my life, that needs to be disappeared immediately. So, yeah. I keep my as Discord as up to date as possible, because obviously as soon as information becomes out of date or not very useful, then people stop using it for information, don't they? So yeah, the plan is to keep the Discord as up to date as possible. The streaming schedule and the community racing is always up to date, and I try not to do too many pings. You might know some people get a bit fruity with the whole, okay, you give it up. Some people get a bit fruity with the old everyone pings and stuff like that, and then you kind of get a bit bored of them and you start muting the server. So I try and keep those everyone pings as minimum as possible, so you don't get constant notification. And unfortunately for everyone else, it is disabled, so if you do everyone, it doesn't really do much. No one gets a ping for it. It might show you on yours that it highlights everyone, but it's obviously muted for that. I can't have everyone pinging everyone. Some people might take that a bit too far very quickly. Let's not destroy the engine. Tyres aren't looking too great. 2 minutes left, we've kept the engine alive. Very unhappy about that spin. Exactly, just donate. That's the one thing. So, hey! Now. What was I going to say? Yes, Duo Cup is coming up. Not so sure about some of the first ones, but I definitely want to do a lot of Duo Cup this year with you guys. So that's an easy way to get in to team racing. It's a Monday night in the UK, Monday daytime in the US. Hey, bro. As the youth would say now, bro has main character syndrome. This car is wild. I love it. I don't know if I could... Oh, there's another off track there. I don't know if I could have corrected that better and earlier. I just... Honestly, it's wild. I love it. I don't know if this is the last lap or not. I don't think it is.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Yellow flag. Hey, Crafty. It's a bit easier to catch slides on DD, right? Well, I mean, I caught a load of that, and maybe back in the day I would have just binned it. I mean, I can definitely get more fidelity in the front end, I would say, on ACC. Oh, no, poor dude. There's P12. We'll take that. So there's more fidelity, I feel like. It's like it can be lighter and heavier. I was talking about it yesterday, Crafty. Oh, come on, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be too mean. Because with the belt drive and its inability to change direction...
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
That was a bit of a scary one. With the inability to change direction, it kind of holds a constant force, and then it can't really let it go and then put it back on again, right? Whereas with this one it can. So sometimes it'll be very light and then quite strong, which is quite a different set of feelings to the belt-driven wheelbase. So I'd imagine it's written on a different profile of feedback, so I'm adjusting to that. And yeah, it's awesome, don't get me wrong, I'm loving it. It's definitely more force, which I'm loving as well, because there were times when my other wheel, although it was strong, wasn't that strong, and I do like a bit of a fight. No, that overtake, hold on. That overtake was a bit too aggressive. What, from me? I was having a bit of weaving through traffic, having a bit of fun. Come on, no harm done. I am being a bit of a menace on track. One of my New Year's resolutions is to be a complete menace on track. What's your New Year's resolutions on track, gang? What's going to change for you in sim racing? Or what are you going to do more of the same?
Finish the race.
I want to hop on ACC when watching, but when I actually drive I notice how bad I've gotten and just want to leave. You got to face those demons, Finn. I guess for you it's harder because you get very quick. So yeah, I don't know how long. I don't know how long it takes you to get that speed. It takes me a little while to warm up, that's for sure. Yo, Spacey, how you doing, dude? I hope your journey into ACC is growing each day, and I hope to see you with us tomorrow night, Spacey. We're racing at Monza, by the way. I think I mentioned to you yesterday, right? So don't forget that. It will be 8 PM UK, 1 PM for you. And Crafty says, yeah, DD from its principle is faster in terms of direction change and force diversity. Yes, definitely. I mean, I was thinking about it. Obviously, I know that the direction change would be better anyway, but it feels like with the belt, it has to hold a certain amount of weight. So you lose all the smaller detail because of that. And I do like the heavier weight as well. I do like heavy weight, but obviously that comes at the expense of feedback. Whereas this one, it just feels like there's less and more. It's a bit lighter sometimes, when it used to be a lot heavier. And then it gets a lot heavier when it used to be not that heavy. And this is it, the last turn. We're finished. You're loving it, beautiful.
Right, mate, the race is over. Good job.
A friendly reminder from Stream Elements that we do have lots of family and friends watching. And I do like the idea that anyone can watch us at any time in public or otherwise, and not be worried too much about what's being said out loud. So we try not to swear. But the occasional one creeps out. Right. So that was an okay race. That was interesting to say the least. I had one spin in the end because Finn didn't donate. Bit of a shame. Maybe it's a lesson for all of us there, Finn. Right. That was cool. Well. We move. Hopefully I got some safety rating from that, but honestly I think it'll be like tiny. I really do. I think it'll be absolutely tiny. And I hope you're loving. I don't know if you're at work now, Space. I don't know what you do for a job or otherwise, or maybe you're retired or just living off the land. But yeah, first day back for a lot of people at work today. Oh, for me it should be Thursday. Looking forward to that. Might be delayed to Monday. Never know. Never know these things. I'm not rushing it. Let me just take a little one of these sweets. I'm still getting through a lot of the sweets that Alicia brought back from Japan. So Alicia was in Japan, you may remember, just before, well, Asia, just before Christmas. And she brought back, I think you remember me saying, like a suitcase full of like sweets and food. Unreal. You go back to work tomorrow. Nice one. Do you do anything vaguely interesting you can tell us about space? What do you do? Are you a space engineer? I know I saw you doing a lot of art and so on, but I don't know if that's related to your work. So, right. Next race of the evening, we are in a Porsche that isn't going to break my wrists at Kyalami. Would you Adam and Eve it? I've already got my safety. Wow, 0.25 SR. So despite a murder and a few off tracks, we did gain 0.25 SR gain. And long may that continue, because it is a little bit low, I won't lie. It is a little bit on the low side, my SR, unfortunately. I like to promote the idea of clean and fair racing, but it appears that my safety rating is completely in the gutter on LFM. In the game, it's normally in the sort of late 90s, whatever. That doesn't really mean too much, I'll be honest. But yeah, in LFM, it's a bit low down and dirty at the moment. I don't know what to say really. I keep getting reported for small infringements. I get beaten up and bashed around a million times, and I just, I let it go. Unfortunately, I get reported for a lot of my small misdemeanors. Maybe I just need to be that little bit more cautious still. Maybe I'm just racing a little bit too excitedly sometimes, which causes some of these incidents. Kind of. The qualifying one at Alton Park was quite funny. And then the one around the outside was just a bit like a slight lack of judgment. I mean, it is racing. But there we go. And apart from that, I do have some races where I do get a bit wiped out. You've seen me do just about every single race online in the last 9 months. Since, 10 months maybe. Since we started streaming this. Yeah, Dean. Yeah, and so I do want to be, fair and stuff like that. And you see me racing, trying to promote that. You've seen a lot of races from me, nearly 200 probably or more, and I haven't really done a lot of, heavy stuff in official proper races, and even in the fun community stuff. It's been, I'd like to say clean. I'm sure a lot of you will shout "kill Clough" from the roofs, which is fine. But yeah, that's the thing. I do want to promote the idea of clean racing. Whether that happens or not might be another matter. Might just be another story. But I do want to promote the idea of it. So, yeah. And obviously, the more comfortable we get in our cars, then technically the safer we should become. And then it's just a matter of attitude, isn't it? Really. Now, I don't mind, as you can see, I don't report people. I don't mind that much getting taken out in a race. Obviously, I wouldn't be a fan of any malicious intent, and that has happened once or twice. And if that happens and I see it, then obviously I deal with it. But you've got to break a few eggs to make an omelette. And if you look at real life racing, there's a hell of a lot of crashing, even though it costs them millions of pounds and so on, and they still get in there. And I feel like you kind of need it a little bit for the racing to be exciting, because as soon as you sanitize it too much with the whole, don't touch anyone and don't do anything and don't ever think of dive bombing and all that sort of stuff, the racing just gets more and more pedestrian and processional. So, yeah, I'm up for a bit of fun on track. Especially when we're doing stuff which, really doesn't involve any money or stuff like that, does it? Let's face it, there's no real competition here. But I do need to boost up my LFM safety rating by being just a little bit more cautious, I guess. Yeah, that's the thing, Dean. I mean, I've said this a few times on stream, you probably haven't seen, but I'm not particularly a big fan of the LFM reporting system, because I feel like it should be literally everything or nothing. And it's more like a pacifier where people who are annoyed can go and report you. Even though you've already taken a safety rating hit as well in the LFM system, they can still report you and you get another hit. And I don't think it helps. And I've been hit so many times by people, but I don't really want to sit there doing YouTube uploads and recording stuff so I can just prove that someone hit me or something. I don't need that in my life. So, yeah, I think it should be all or nothing, really. And also, they're not going to do all of them because that'd be way too much work. So you kind of expect, unless it's a genuine, malicious intent, I don't think any reporting should really be going on. There we are. I think your safety rating kind of takes care of it, really. It should do. Of course, they could do matchmaking by safety rating, but there's probably not enough people for that, is there? So we end up with this half-baked system that I think often annoys me. And like I said, you'll see it on previous streams. A lot of people who will tell you I've been wiped out a million times. And I've been reported, I've had 5 reports against me now, or 6 for different things. And none of them were, me just going, one was me losing control going up the hill at Kyalami, where we're going now. Lost control going up the hill at the hairpin. Tried to brake early, ironically, to avoid everyone going into the hairpin at the top of the hill. Unfortunately, I broke at a point where there's a bit of a bump, and I didn't really realise because I don't really normally brake there. And it just kind of sent me off to the moon, and I went flying through the hairpin and took someone out. Clearly no intent or anything like that. But they report me and I get a penalty as well, and you think, what am I getting a penalty for here? Really? You can see how many races people have done and how much ELO they've got. There you go. Yeah, like someone deliberately trying to ruin races, but let's face it, that is so rare, isn't it? Really, it really is that rare. You don't really see it. I mean, public lobbies, people do stupid stuff. That's whatever. But in a ranked environment with all that stuff going on, I really just don't see it. And if it does happen, yeah, sure, report it. But other than that, I don't think it should be something which is done at all. I think the reporting system should be easier as well. But there we are. That's just my thoughts on it. Have everything gone through the ringer or none? Because we've already got an SR rating. Isn't that enough? That's enough of me waffling on. The servers are about to open for the second race of the evening. It is, as I just said, Kyalami. It is multi-class. We will be with the GT4 and we'll be in the GT3. And I will be in the Porsche 992 GT3. I don't know if I'm getting it right there. I think it is. Correct, isn't it? Let's see if the servers are going to open up. 59. Come on, it's 9 o'clock. Are they going to open? Open sesame. Yeah, nothing there. What about now? Hey, 1 server. Oh boy. Is that all? Oh, 50 drivers there, that'll be fun. And here's the beauty created by Raresh. Look at that. Absolute beauty. And here endeth the lesson. Yeah, something like that, Poops. Glad you're still awake. Ian says, deliberate actions get a ban. It's difficult to prove, though. Yeah, a ban. There you go. I'd ban someone for a deliberate action. Totally. I've done that in our own community, funny enough. Oh, hello. Hello. What's wrong here? I did sign up for the 9 PM. Is there more? There we go. There's 10 servers. That makes sense. I was thinking there wouldn't be just one. Are we in 6? No. Are we in 7? Are we in 7? No. Are we in 8? I should probably just look on the website. I'll be here all night otherwise. The wrong people get banned. Yeah, I don't know. I know stewarding isn't easy. Split 5. There we go. Could have been here all night. When I ran communities in the past, because I've done it before, gang. Back in COVID times when everyone was on the rig, we had live stewarding for our community races all the time, and it really helped so much. So, no, I haven't even got a setup Rarish. Sorry. I'll only be racing it tonight. Don't kill yourself for it. Thank you anyway, though. I'm sure the aggressive is just wonderful. Let's try and do a half decent quali, shall we? 23 degrees. Hopefully the pressures will be okay. Thank you for the good luck wishes, Dean. Pop a little sweet. Right, so we've got another half-hour race now. Multi-class again. LFM off season. In the Porsche with the TC this time. Should be fun.
Green light. Give it all you can.
Good luck. Don't forget that there's a murderous sausage on this track. Yes, there is. Is it still very murderous in the Porsche? Is it worse? Yeah, some cars you can almost get away with it, right? You just ride it on one corner. The Bentley probably just eats it for breakfast. Funny because I'm now being really cautious with the throttle. Funny what a car can do to you. Hey, nice one, Poot. Mind that sausage, it's the worst. Beautiful play on words from our pun meister. Did that all come from Tim Vine?
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Did you know, Poop, that a lot of people were sad to learn today that Tim Vine is related to Jeremy Vine? Brothers, no less. Funny how different brothers can be, isn't it? Right, I'll become a sandcastle if I take it a lot. Oh boy. Received. Ooh, that was slow from our GT4 friend there on the apex. Thank you.
There's a slow car ahead.
Oh boy, that was tight. Right, if I didn't know better, have I got a little gap here to do a lap? Or am I going to be unlucky? I see the engine of the Porsche screaming away. I know, you wouldn't believe it, would you? No, I mean, again, different takes on life, I guess. Right, oh please GT4. I'm on a lap.
Yellow flag, be careful. Yellow flag in sector 3.
I would love to go fast here, team, but it's not going to happen. These are very much my practice laps. And you know what it's like? About 15 laps later, you'll be a lot quicker. Not now. I'm just feeling my way around at the moment in this car. Never driven here probably in the Porsche. So there is that. The DD feels amazing, it really does. With the GT3 cars, I'm quite used to, of course. Yeah, the feedback in the heavy turns, the fast turns, the load is awesome. Gets incredibly heavy. I've gone way too low there on the brakes. and it goes super light sometimes. You get incredible knocks from the curbs and the sideways lateral grip feeling. It's great. I do love it. I do love how light the wheel feels when you understeer. You just get a lot better info. Right, that's got me in front of the GT4s, so hopefully we'll have less carnage on this start, because obviously yesterday we unfortunately got caught up with a lag monster, which wasn't very exciting, was it, for a race in the end? Sorry about that. That was very much getting to the swing of things, really. Finding my feet with my new rig. There's a lot for me to learn and get comfortable with. And the same goes for streaming as well. Get used to looking over here to say hello to you guys. It used to be on my other side. So I've got to work with that now. Bit of muscle memory. And just my new environment as a whole, really. I feel like I'm in a Porsche Cup still and I'm nervous to accelerate. It's quite funny. I should just chuck it a bit more.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Like that. There you go. Oh, are you going to be in the way, Mr. Neve? I think so. That's a shame. That was a fast lap. No longer.
Right.
Okay, a bit scary how I've just gone a tenth faster on that terrible exit. James, good evening, sir. That's a bit faster. There we go. Oh no! Rubbish last turn! Lost a few tenths there. Been hooked on my F1 content. Driving smooth, how's the new wheel? Oh, too kind, James. I've definitely not been driving smooth. I can tell you that much. I've not been driving smooth.
There's a slow car up ahead.
It is all a bit new and unfamiliar for me, so I'm just working my way round.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front.
But yeah, get off the F1, buddy. Get back to your ATC. Are you on PC or console? That's the obvious question. Are you on PC or console? Can you join us?
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Rubbish!
Please try to stay on the track.
Well, I get the feeling this guy might have been right in the way of my lap if I had been doing it. Yeah, he'd have been on that apex. Waiting for me on that apex, he would have been. Oh, big gap here.
There's a slow car up ahead.
Am I going to get away with this one? There's a big gap for me now.
Be careful.
The GT4 up the road, won't take long. Wheel went super light there. Ah, PC, awesome. I play normal AC making realistic onboards. Oh, nice. That sounds cool. Have you been on our Discord already? Okay. Used to do ATC leagues, but they weren't very competitive. Ooh. What do you mean by competitive? Not fast enough, or not enough people join the races? What do you mean? Because that can be quite tricky when it comes to community racing, for sure, to get the right level of competition. There are ways to do it. One of my favourite ways to do it is with team racing, and there's different ways you can do the team racing as well. For example, two people in the same team, both with their own cars on track, rather than doing driver swap stuff. But you can also do really short driver swaps, like 40-minute, 1-hour races on a weeknight, that sort of stuff. But yeah, when it just comes to out-and-out pace in the community league, if you're the fastest, there might not be a lot for you to do other than win every week. And everyone in the Discord asked me to set up. Pace was slow, not many people. Series X days, alright, fair enough. Well, what I would say about leagues as well is you get a problem with everyone's signing up, everyone doing week 1, and then by week 3 you've got about 12 people turning up, and you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. Again, there are ways to combat that, and in my community leagues in the future, we'll be definitely doing things to try and alleviate those kind of issues, and make sure we have quite big grids for all of a season. I think one trick is not to have a long season. People get a bit excited and start doing 8, 10, 12 race calendars, which in reality ain't going to work for most people in the end. Like I said, you're not quitting. You can do participation prizes. So if you attend every race of the season, you go into a prize draw for some loot, so I can make that kind of thing happen. All that sort of stuff in the future. Sponsors, hello, you there?
Car on the left.
Let's go on and race me in quality.
Clear on the left.
You want to race me in quality. Well done, bro. You've done well there. There's your lap and my lap done. Just multi-classing.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
23 out of 25. Oh, 144.4 is slow. Wow. That's why.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I'm driving slow, gang.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
After driving that Porsche Cup for half hour, I'm just a bit nervous, really, of really pushing the car, because yeah, I was getting bitten for half hour, so now I'll be like, when should I accelerate? Should accelerate a lot earlier is the answer. The PC guys look faster. Yeah, there is that for sure. The PC guys are generally a bit
slow car ahead.
Faster in sim racing, of course. All the most serious enthusiasts tend to be on PC. The PC player base is much bigger in most sim racing titles, I'd say. Well, all sim racing titles anyway. There's not many sims on console, is there, if any? Technically. ACC and AC is the only ones, I guess. And the player base for those is quite small on console compared to PC. Right. Time for one last lap. Try and do some half decent pace. Overdid that one. Are you going to try and ruin my last qualifying lap, bro? I think you are, aren't you?
Car on the right.
You really are.
Right.
What a muppet. Impressive. Okay, we're at 800s
Yellow
up.
flag ahead. Watch out in front. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Really slow time here. I'll sort something out. That is slow.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Not really what you want at the end of your quali lap. But it's half a second.
Session is now over.
Okay, so yeah, Dean, definitely get on the Discord, buddy. I would try join in if you've done any community stuff. So there's two things there. We do try and do community stuff. It's currently Wednesdays and Saturdays in the evening, but I think the Wednesday thing might vary this year. But we do try and do Saturdays, at least Saturday night. And what we normally do is like the next week of LFM tracks, we kind of practice it together normally. 3 races. Sometimes it's like okay. Loads of messages there, and you shouldn't really normally do that. And yeah, so we try and do that to match the LFM and do a bit of practice for it. And then in the week, it's kind of whatever. There is also AC racing we want to do a bit more of, because the AC is now on LFM, Assetto Corsa. So we try and do a bit of that this year when we can, each week. And maybe more. Maybe I'll do more community racing than anything else this first few months. So I can help people like you get your pace up. AC and open wheel cars. Yeah, AC. Stuff like that. Wouldn't be bad. But anyway, here we go for the second race of the evening. Let me just check out my fuel. Yeah, let's put in a bit more, shall we? It's we'll do 52. Just make sure. 3 litres a lap. We're gonna do how many laps? About 18, 19. No, we're not. There we are. I'm putting in loads of fuel. I'm not sure now. Loads of fuel. Tyre pressures were. Bit low. Didn't see that. It's a bit sloppy. 1 minute 40 until we do our second race of the evening. I'm not going to try another sour candy. That's just going to kill me. Have one of these though. So yeah, we do community stuff as much as we can, and I'm trying to grow it to the point where we can start doing community leagues and team racing. At the moment, it's just drop-in races, no password, nothing. There is a safety rating, normally of 70 on my community races. And that's about it. Kevin, greetings, Kevin. Hope you're well, sir. Guten Abend, I think. Sure thing, I'll join your Discord, keep locked in with what's going on. Yeah, nice one. Cheers, Dean, good to have you around, mate. I hope I'll see you on track soon. Tomorrow night we're at Monza. You just need to get your safety rating up to a 70 on ACC, please. Maybe 80 tomorrow night. On Monza. Should probably do 80. Right. So, yes. Kevin, good evening to you. Welcome, sir. If you're new here, I don't recognise you before, so with your cool emojis, quite pretty. I'm trying to work out what it is. A hand and a face? I can't tell. That could be a load of different things in the end. Right. Let's get out on track. And let's do it. We're at the back, gang. And remember, we're mining safety rating here. Absolutely mining it. So thanks everyone who's tuned in this evening and joining the show. My streaming schedule is also on Discord every week. I try and do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, but that could change this year. All we know is Saturday is normally a go. Saturday evening. Normally. Sometimes I do something a bit more social.
Stay in double file.
Maybe we should change that to a Friday night. Who knows? Right, let's go, team. Let's have a clean start. Let's hope to avoid any trouble. And we'll be catching up the GT4s after about 20 minutes, probably. That should be fun. That's what was meant to happen last night before we got punted at the start of the race. It's always something, isn't there, team? There's always something. Thank you, Dan. Any predictions for the race? I mean, I'm P21 on pace. I don't seem to be... I mean, a 44 is slow as well. I should be in the 42s, if I remember. I know 41s are quick here. Anyway.
Green light. Go, go,
I
go.
left myself loads of room there. No crashes. I was actually looking at the chat. Thank you all for welcoming Kevin. Kevin, if you're somebody who gets on track, do try and join us as well. Like I said, the Discord.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And everything else. Let's just stay on the inside. There's no trouble on... Oh! Get away from that. I was about to say there's no trouble on the inside, but someone nearly came across it.
Flag ahead. Be careful.
Trouble every... Oh, he sausaged himself. But he's still alive. And so am I. So much danger on these tracks. Dodged that one. That had my name on it, that one. Oh, I thought I was going to die. We made it, team. We're still alive. Yeah, no trouble. Not pretty. I thought, you know, the inside, everything sort of goes outwards, doesn't it, on the turn? But no, there was someone spinning inwards. That was close enough, wasn't it, Dan? The problem is I tend to keep my foot in, but also I learned if you don't, the guy behind tends to go straight into you. So you pick your poison. Please don't switch across on me.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Really treating this car like a Porsche Cup. I've got to drive it harder. I've got to drive it harder. Do still have a question? If anyone can answer it for me while I'm driving.
Car on the left.
Otherwise I'll do my best
Clear on
shortly.
the left.
Go on, bro, off you go. Nice and slow on the apex. Oh, there's a slow macca. Right on my apex. Don't switch across. No. At least I haven't got rubber banding anymore, right? That's a lot better.
Clear on the left.
Feel all that feedback in the wheel, amazing. Well, the short answer is they're about probably 10 seconds slower on the track or more. So if everyone does a qualifying lap, they'll be at the back. Now, yesterday I didn't do a qualifying lap, and I was at the back behind GT4 cars.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Unfortunately, someone was lagging out, and I kind of got crashed into, so that didn't really mean much in the end. But yeah, they technically mix it up. Technically. Yeah, just to qualifying. If you don't do a time, you'll be at the back. I think in real life they tend to do it by class, right? You'll be at the back of your class, but I don't think they've quite got the ability to do that on this ACC server. I think they're better. Race directing, whatever you want to call it. Internet service providing. I did a quick correction there. I didn't want to see myself go flying off into the distance. Okay, we're P19. Quali, fair enough, do stuff. Yeah.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap.
So that. Right, let's see if we can do some race pace in the 43. I might be asking a lot of myself here. But something tells me my tyre pressures were a bit off and I didn't really look. There's a bit of traffic ahead, that's going to be trouble. Okay, sweet. Plan to do some multi-class this off-season. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, if you want to farm your safety rating, it's a good time. Or if you've got some new equipment over Christmas time, do so maybe, or done something to your rig, now's a good time to test it, right? What I like to call the learning zone. Just be careful with your SR. Your SR can take a whack, as mine did yesterday. I'm trying to farm it, ended up losing more. About 0.5. My SR is in the bin. My safety rating on LFM is in the bin. Sweet, sweet SR. Yeah, I managed to get 0.25 in the last race. So that was alright. Can't complain. I cannot complain. Oh, mate, you're going to enjoy yourself out there. Oh, you're having a fun time, aren't you, Macca? I did not want to hit him there. I did not want to hit him. There's a Lambo behind me. Lambros! Come on, Jeff, let's see a 42. I know, right? I don't know what to blame yet, Juan. I'll be honest, I don't know what to blame at the moment. Well, you know I'm an excuses guy. Excuses over results.
Be careful there.
That's our motto here at the Sim Cafe. But oh, hello, you're struggling a bit. I don't know why I'm so slow. I think I'm driving a bit too safe because of the Porsche Cup. So I'm just not really chucking it. And also I haven't done any laps, don't get me wrong. It's my first driving in a while, like I said, and I've not really done much today, you know. I'd like to have done some laps today, Juan. But you know, busy drilling metal. Oh boy, if anyone here has not drilled into steel before, it's not fun. It's not fun. I broke 4 drill bits. I think at one point I nearly lost an eye. I used my sunglasses as my protection, but that made things very dark in what was a little dark corner. I've got a plaster on one finger, but the wheelbase is now secure and feeling better than ever. So of course I'm very happy with that. And I was probably on the way to breaking it, quite frankly, using only 2 bolts. That's probably going to happen. And Dean says, blame us chat. Yeah, totally. I mean, who else here in the race is having to chat away to a rabble of people, eh? It's all part of the fun for me. I enjoy having you guys here. It's almost like team racing. We're all in it together. So if I do bad, you've done bad. I got more in me. I do. Although this Macca's really getting in the way. Mr. Paul is getting in the way of me whenever I turn up a bit. Whenever I turn up the heat, he's there he goes.
Car on the left.
Okay, hopefully that's that. And we've already got our GT4 up ahead. Maybe not. Cancel your plans for the party, gang. We've got more interference coming. I feel like some of these turns are 3rd gear in the pause because it's that grippy. Oh, it's a blue heart from Dean. Too kind. Where in the world are you, Dean? Oh, this is going to be fun. Rejoin.
Car on the left.
Oh, we just managed to trap it there. Where in the world are you, Dean? If you don't mind me asking. You can be as specific as you like. Postcodes aren't necessary, but you know. Oh, another GT4 up ahead. We're already meeting some of them. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, that feedback. I love the feedback in the heavy turns. It's so brutal compared to what I used to get. Ah!
Car on the left.
London, mate. Hey, I'm in North London, Finchley. Where are you in the world, Dean? How close are you to that? Don't hit me, sir. As they say, push, push, push. Well, look, my excuses are running thin. There's nothing in front of me now.
This is me, your personal best.
But this guy behind, Mr. Paul, he's now behind me, might just try and put me off. Fairly smooth. 1/10 up. Still 1/10 up. Oh, he could knack it. He's gone. He's gone. See, I'm in North Finchley in North London. I was in East Barnet. I'm now in North Finchley. Trying to go faster. We're going into the 43s. But yeah, I've got some work to do here, gang. In the 42! Nearly in the 42! Oh, that was so close to 42! Oh, I'll do it for you, Juan. And you, Space. And you, Dean. Have we got a 42 in us? That's the big question now. Have we got a 42? Near Canary Wharf. Oh, cool. We have a friend in Canary Wharf at the moment, paying an absolute fortune for a little studio. But I mean, it's literally in the wharf, so they're quite young. They can do these things. But it is basically a room. Nice room, nice balcony. But yeah. Now getting married in Brazil this year, and we're going to be there.
Yellow flag.
That'll be a little break for the channel. I'll be in Brazil. Big accident here. Yeah, you do. Nail that final corner. Agreed, Dooster. Agreed. Not this lap though. I've missed another bit somewhere. Waffling too much with you guys again. Also, I'll be honest. Here's another excuse. You like this one? I don't really know the Porsche yet or how to be fast in it. So I normally drive the Macca or the Lambo, and I kind of know how to go fast in that or what fast feels like in that. But in the Porsche, I don't really know what it can do. Oh, any track, I'm learning. So here we are. Gaining on the next 3 peeps. Yeah, a little ball, they're doing 45s because they're fighting. And expensive here, man, because of the area code. Yeah, I mean, you say that, you're quite far out when you're in Canary Wharf. I used to work in Canary Wharf at one point. I worked in 1 Churchill Place, the big one, on the 20th floor. The view was wonderful, as you can imagine, from the office. And I was working for Daily Mirror. It's all throttle control. Okay, I'll do it a bit better, dude. I've got to focus on that. Try and focus on my throttle control. We're talking about throttle control in the last turn, yeah? That makes sense. No, I swung it! I kept it though! Oh, I kept it! I can do extra rotation. Yeah, it's the thing, these are the things I kind of need to learn with the Porsche and get a bit more familiar with. That's all. Because I must admit, for me, I tend to get a lot of understeer on the throttle with the Porsche. Obviously, you know, the whole, you know, lifting off the front when you accelerate, there's no weight on the front. I feel like I'm getting a lot of understeer with the Porsche when I'm accelerating rather than helping it to oversteer. But what do I know? I'm waffling away here like I know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm 2 tenths down. I believe in you. Oh, thanks, Dooster. That's very kind, sir. You also haven't been here long. Oh, a couple of GT4s just to ruin it. First gear, gang.
Car on the right.
Mind me.
Clear on the right.
Bit of traffic here at LFM. Good to have a bit of multi-class sometimes. Have I been to the top one? 1 Churchill Place. No. Probably, I can't remember what floor I've been to. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't know what floor I've been to on that building, because we did have some higher floors. I can't remember now. It was a long time ago, I'll be honest. It was a long time ago. Right, lots of traffic here, gang. The fight for 42 is over. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm getting close, but no cigar now, mate. Look at this. We've got GT4s cruising around. Look how high up there, like they're on stilts.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
On stilts, I tell you. We've got a Lambo just ahead. Would be nice to catch him. For those of you who are sort of into sim racing like me, but not very good, I can promise you that streaming and chatting definitely adds a very interesting layer to things that you get used to. It's a skill. Right. I kind of enjoy it. When I race without it, I get a bit bored. I like to have the distraction, you know. There's still time left. There is, but I don't know if I'm going to find a space on track 1. Sorry. I think every lap I do now will probably get thwarted. There is plenty of time though, you're right. You're right, there is plenty of time. In fact, I think we're going to even get through the GT4 pretty soon. Look at that, more devastation. The gangs, clubs and nations causing grief for human relations in the turf war. I can't sing too much more, or the copyright law will kill me for sure.
Gaining on the car heading sector 3.
Go.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Ah, just to prove my point, and then go mess it up with him. Ah, too hot on the inside there. I broke a little bit late. Trying to. Hey, it's what I do, Dean. Off the top of the dome.
There's a slow car.
Hey, we grew up in the garage. Dean, you'd be a bit shocked by my age, probably. I've got to be honest. My age might scare you a little bit. My real age, which you can bring up. Normally, JR at this point brings up and does the age
car
command.
On the
you
left. Clear on the left.
Exclamation mark age in the chat. you'll see what I'm talking about. You might surprise yourself in what you think my best year is to what it actually is.
Car on the right.
It still surprises me sometimes. Where's my ball going from? Probably younger than me. Fair enough, Dean. Do you want to tell us how old you are in the chat? Or give us a ballpark if you know. I mean, we're getting so much personal information out of you. It's doing brilliantly. My Yahoo guys will be very excited to see this stream later. I'm 35 and you're probably younger. You know what? You got me, Dean. No chance, buddy. Sorry. You should know by now sim racing is an old man's game anyway. Go on then. Type it in. Exclamation mark age. One word. Exclamation mark age. Put it in the chat. See what happens. I look young for my age. Okay, it's good to know.
Yellow flag.
I mean,
watch out.
I do get ID'd sometimes, which is quite funny. Little boost to the ego.
There's a slow car.
Oh, what's going on here then? That's the position. There we go. Oh, Rarish.
Car on the right.
Oh, you can't be going that fast around this apex, surely. Come
Clear
on.
on the right.
Do you know what, guys? I was on for a fast one there. Meanwhile, my age is being revealed to everyone.
Slow car ahead.
Dean's having to do a lot of counting with his fingers right now. He's going to run out of fingers. That was going to be a 42 lap gang. I could feel it. I could feel it. Hey, and he's swearing in chat. That's what we get for it. Yeah, not too bad, right? Not too bad. And I've been sweating all day. I could do is sort the air out. Been busy with the rig. Oh boy. Interesting line there from the Merc. We're P14. We're making our way up the field. I mean, we started, what was it, P21?
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
P14 ain't bad, you know. I'll take that.
There's a slow car ahead.
Oh, Mr. Rejoin in the Lambo. A year older than my mum. I was actually using my fingers. Oh, Dean, sorry, bro. It's either that or, you know, use the calculator on your phone, but fingers are good. Fingers and toes. A year older than my mum. Well, you know. That's a young family, Raris, I'll tell you that. You're a lucky man. You've got it all ahead of you still. You really have, trust me. Yeah, it's not a very supportive chat here, Dean, you'll find. Most people are here to just wreck me. But yeah, for anyone who's new here, welcome to the Sim Cafe. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. You can drop a like if you're enjoying my mediocre racing in the Porsche, while I talk about how weirdly old I am. But you know, it's all relative. It'll be young to some, of course. More traffic.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Took a bit of a sharp exit line there to get out of the way. Right, should we go for a bit of a... Have we got a chance of a lap here? That is definitely bumpy on the DD wheel, you gotta love it. Whoa! So, it's a family-friendly channel, try and keep the swearing. Oh, what, you saw his earlier? Yeah. No, we'll swear a bit here. We'll swear a bit. We try not to. I've got my brother's son, my nephew watching. Another guy who's a big part of the community, his son and daughter watch it sometimes. I don't know if anyone else watches it with their children. So, yeah, unfortunately here we just keep things a little bit more sterile for the language. Just so everyone can watch it. There you go. There are lots of places on the internet where we can be very foul. This isn't one of them. That's for sure. At the Sim Cafe, we are trying to get more and more people into sim racing and sim racing more often.
Yellow flag,
And that does include all ages. We do have some fairly young people in the community actually,
car,
15-year-old or so. We have no age limit on the community. Obviously some online services have an age limit, so there is that.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
But yeah, all ages are welcome. Juan, the LFM calendar is out for Patreons. Then maybe I'll be very generous a bit later for
Yellow
you.
flag ahead. Watch out in front.
Are you interested in the Assetto Corsa calendar as well, Juan? Oh, I started looking across there when it was not a good time to. Come back, come back. Oh. Right. We've got a gap now. There are no GT4 cars for miles. Warren, good evening. Good to have you with us, sir. What is my favourite car? Are we talking about in this game? If we're not talking about in this game, I think my favourite car, I think you kind of have to go back to your childhood heroes, right? No, you don't have to. No, that's not fair. A yes, says Warren. Love it. Yes to whatever. I did an or question, I think. But yeah, in the game, I would have said the McLaren, and then unfortunately the Evo came out and everyone started using it, and I find that a little bit boring, so I kind of veered away from it. I'm now on the Porsche because it is a wonderfully fun car. This is my current favourite. There you go, McLaren in the chat. I mean, I was a McLaren before McLaren was popular, I'm just saying. Well, before it was any good anyway in the Evo, I used to struggle around with it. I do love it. Oh! Our friend Moriel's having more trouble here. Do we sniff a little overtake, gang? Do we sniff a little bit of overtaking action here? In real life, I feel like it's the Lamborghini Diablo or Countach Diablo. I always got a bit confused with the naming. It's the Diablo 2. The Diablo 2, the proper 90s over the top, big wing.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah, the Diablo 2, I think it was. Was my favourite car, I think, always growing up. Having said that, I do believe Ralph Lauren, the famous clothes designer, has an incredible collection of historic cars, if I'm not mistaken. And some of those are truly astounding. They really are. Old Ferraris, Alphas and stuff like that are just incredible. I mean, the
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Lancia Stratos is a wonderful car, isn't it? Let's face it. Hey, there we go, Dean. Yeah, Warren, I'm totally with you there about the Bentley. The right-hand drive part of it really puts me off. It's a lot of hassle to get used to, especially if you're not going to drive it all the time.
Be careful.
So, yeah, I know some people enjoy it. P12 now, 13. But, yeah, that right-hand drive stuff just puts me right off. I've raced in one or two teams years ago on ACC that insisted on using it, so we used it, but... And also, I sometimes feel like the way it just glides over every bump, I don't want to say it's cheating, but it's almost a bit sort of boring. You don't really get... You just bulldoze everything in that car, I swear. There you go. One ATC is still I go to, but AC once in a while. Well, I am going to try and do AC one this year on LFM, if I can be vaguely competitive. I might have to do a lot of practice. You know how we feel about practice here at the Sim Cafe. We'd rather just do a race at the track and sort of practice that way. But that's not going to be so easy on AC. Right, gang, can I do a fast lap? Am I going to get a chance? Deuster, I'll try and do better throttle control in the last turn there. I'm trying to do better throttle control. Right, are we... Is there any traffic? Can we... This guy gets in my way every time I go fast. It's a nightmare. He probably doesn't know I'm going for fastest laps.
Slow car ahead.
I feel like I'm really slow. Yeah, this is the thing. I think I've mentioned this before, Juan. There is obviously a thing where you want to be good at, you know, the sim you're driving, and you want to be competitive, and unless you do it a lot, is that really going to happen? And then when you add in all the variety of a game like AC, it's a bit hard work, isn't it? And it's probably on a track that you don't really know. The sim, obviously, we're not as familiar with in reality. So yeah, there's a lot of moving parts with that. There's also a lot of moving parts just in front of us, aren't there? The big old block of cars up here. All sorts going on. People being compromised by GT4s. Can I make something of it?
Car on the right.
Oh, that is
Clear
a
on the right.
big squeeze there. 3 GT4 cars in one hairpin. Gotta love multi-class action.
There's a slow car up ahead.
I'll tell you what. Pushing my record button ain't no joke. I got a record button to record clips for socials. You'll probably see stuff like that on my social media soon.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
But yeah, pushing the button down there. It's a bit scary. I need to sellotape my stream deck down, I think. If money was no object, it would be a Koenigsegg Jesko. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Because that's the thing as well. I talk about these old cars, but some of these new cars are completely insane. Just, I mean, maybe even some of the special coach-built Ferraris they do for their customers are just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if you've seen some of them, right? So there is that. I mean, it's quite hard to nail down what a favourite car is. In some ways, I love the Alfa Romeo.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Is it 4C? Sorry, there we go. I was getting my brain freeze in there. The Alfa Romeo 4C. I absolutely love that car. I think it's incredible. Completely impractical. Probably terrible to drive. Probably brakes, all that stuff. But the way it looks and the kind of idea of it being so low and squat and fast, beautiful.
There's a slow
Got a lot of time for that. Well, one of my favourite cars is the Smart Coupe. The one with the hardback. Great little car, and that's what, 0.7 litre. I see more trouble. They're coming up to the last lap now. And there is a big old mess ahead.
There's a slow car ahead.
Here we go. Oh, and the Lambo made a bad decision there with the old slipstream. Is it coming back to bite me? He shouldn't be coming through here, should he? No, he's already crashed. Good. And so all that decision making in multi-class.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Might get an off track there. Yeah, it's a shame. ACC setup share manager thing is pretty good if you don't know how to set up cars. I don't believe ACC has something like that. Not that I'm aware of, but yeah, I'm not very good with setups, Dean, unfortunately. I like people giving me them. That's helpful. Right now I'm using the base aggressive, right? Maybe I can blame my lap time on that, gang. Huh? If I had a CDA setup or something, I'd be a second faster. Easily. It's a shame I hadn't murdered that curve. I could have probably been on Kraus here. Still, I think I should probably be proud of the fact that I started P21 and here we are, edging on P10. Probably not going to happen. There's 3 turns left. I don't think we can do anything special. 4 turns, 3. What gear are you using, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, excuse me. Terrible cop.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
It should be in the description of this stream, if you can see it. But I am using a T818. I'm using Heusinkveld sprint pedals. I'm using the new Ferrari 488 GT3 wheel from Thrustmaster, which is awesome. I'm in a Trak Racer TR8 rig. I've got an SHH shifter, a STREAMDECK, a little mini fan blowing on me, because I'm in a corner of a room here. I've got blue smoke, green smoke. I've got a P11.
Car on the right.
I've got a PC with a
Clear on the
2080 Ti and a Ryzen 7 5800X 3D. What else is there? I've got a 32-inch curved monitor at 1440p, 144Hz. Warren says there's a guy in America that streams ACC, Sky194, who is pretty quick. Another oldie that gives away all the setups. Oh, Warren, hold on, time out. Another? He's saying I'm old. I thought I looked young. I'm like Benjamin Button out here. Come on. Come on. Oh, do you know what, guys? I missed the gym. Thank you, Dan. It wasn't a bad race, was it, to be fair? I didn't have any... Did I have any kind of whoopsies? There was nothing, was there? Just a pretty... I built up the pace a bit. We nearly got a 42 and then the traffic came. I promise you, I was going to get you one, guys. I was. I really was. And that... He's 56! Oh, mate, I'm not there yet. Ah, I didn't see the description. Nice. Good race, mate. Thank you, Dean. Yes. Porsche on top, says Rarish. You know it, Rarish. Porsche on top. Guys, I need to go to the gym. Look at this. It's all falling apart. I need to go back to the gym. I've got a gym downstairs now. One of the perks of living in this new apartment, I've got a pure gym downstairs. So I need to go down there and do some sessions. I haven't been now since before Christmas. Oh, it really affects the mental, I tell you. It really will affect you psychologically. It's only benefits to exercising, basically. Only benefits. Well, there we go. Right. Let us... apart from the injuries. Watch out for the injuries. They come and go. Right. Let us take our gloves off. They're a little bit sweaty. We'll put them down. I am very happy with the force feedback now and the way that my wheelbase is actually secured to the rig, because that was a bit scary before. I didn't like that. So the wheelbase is now secured to the rig. If you join the Discord, Dean, you will see, if you haven't joined already, you'll see the pictures of me drilling away today, making an absolute mess of the place. Drilled some big holes, I won't lie, but drilling in metal is not fun. I can show you, actually, my wheel. Dean, have a look. Look at that beauty. That is a wheel of dreams, I tell you. It's the new Thrustmaster. Can we put the ring light in the middle? There's a big ring light so you can get an idea of what I'm facing with. It is a beauty of a wheel. It's got loads of buttons. It's got magnetic shifters. It's got the new quick release native from Thrustmaster. The quick release, I mean, I showed you before on stream, but it's simple as going bop and then clamp on. And some people have criticised it, and I think that's a bit unfair because it adapts to the old ones really well. I can't complain. Cool. Nice one, Dean. Oh, we're coming up to 10 PM. That was the first kind of proper stream of the year, I would say. Kind of, right? Because yesterday afternoon I was still all a bit at sea. I didn't know. Thank you, Warren. I was all. You can see some of the other wheels behind us, right? This is the best all-round wheel, let's face it. This wheel is awesome. This is the best all-round wheel. It's 28 centimetres, so it's quite small for a round wheel. It's really quite small. It feels so good with the Alcantara. I put adapters on the shifter. You can see there's an adapter that makes it more magnetic here. A little bit of plastic. So it's magnetic feel. It's just the perfect size. Also, I've got the new QR quick release on it from Thrustmaster. So that just goes straight on as well now. And I think this wheel's brilliant. That's probably the best all-round wheel. If I could only ever have one wheel in life, it would be that one. This was my old champion. Did a lot of GT3. Did a lot of GT3 in this recently. But that has gone now in favour of the new Ferrari wheel, which is much wider, has a lot more buttons. I've also got the P310 wheel up there. I need to put these wheels down here, I think. Anyway. Juan says, you can use the Porky tomorrow, Jeff. Probably. Probably, Juan. I'm trying to get good a little bit. And I think sticking to one car for a while is probably going to help me a lot. So, yeah, tomorrow we're at Monza. I'm going to use the Porky. I want to see what kind of speeds I can do in the Porky at Monza, because I think my best times at Monza are what? Mid-48, late 48? In average temperatures, you know, like 23 or whatever. I think I'm about 48, 5, something like that on my PB. I can have a look on LFM. And then Dean says, I recently got a Moser R9 a month ago. It was my first wheel setup. Wow. Wow. Okay, so, Dean, you jumped in the deep end there of an R9, bro. Obviously, they're not that expensive, which is crazy, because DD wheels not long ago, and I mean like in 2020, 2021, there wasn't any options and they're all very expensive. You've got a wheel that, quite frankly, you would never really need to update ever again in my eyes. Right? I would say that genuinely, Warren. I don't think you ever need to update that wheel again. The wheelbase. More than enough 9 Newton meters of direct drive. So, buy once, buy well, buy cheap, buy twice, as they say. My mum used to say, in a way better than that. You know what I mean? So you've done well there, mate. I'll be there in the Porky. Nice one, Juan. Look forward to seeing you there tomorrow. Dean says, you've been going a fair bit sim racing then. Well, I'll tell you what. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Warren. Cheers, buddy. I should have things pop up on the screen, but I'm not very good at this, am I? So I'll tell you what, I've got a lot of stories I could tell you about me and sim racing, Dean. But suffice to say, I used to do a little bit before, and then I stopped for about a year and a half, and then I started again in March of just last year, right, 2023. In March, I started the streaming and the sim racing again, and I'm not very fast, as you can see. I'm not particularly crazy competitive, and also not sim race for the last 3 weeks. I'm trying to enjoy it, and I'm on the road to 2K. You'll see my stream series hopefully soon, which is the road to 2K. That's what I'm trying to achieve in LFM. It's been very up and down. I hit 1700 twice, and I am going to do my best now with no excuses. I've got my new DD wheel. I'm settled here. I've just moved home over Christmas. That was a mess as well, don't ask. And changed job. All those things have happened in the last few weeks and months, so it's all been a bit crazy. But I'm now focused on getting to 2K. Warren says, that's my problem. Been playing since day one, but still can't decide which car. I don't know if I should have like a variety, Warren, and I don't know if I want a variety as well. It's quite fun in that way. Skydiver Dan says, I got the Moser myself, loving it. The KS wheel rocks. Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, the KS wheel does look great. And they have got other wheels. I like the way that Moser have done it, much like Assetto with their button modules, and then you can just change faceplates on them, which isn't quite quick release, I know, but if you want to save some money... Because that's the thing I love about Thrustmaster. All these wheels are dirt cheap. They're like 100 quid, 150 quid each. And, you know, with other ones, it's more like 300, 400, 500 or more. It's like, scary, especially if it breaks. Ooh. So, yeah, I love the fact that Thrustmaster is cheap and accessible. And I did say I want more people to get into sim racing, right? And we're not going to do that starting on thousands of pounds budget. Carbon says, running all fancy steering wheels while I'm sitting here with my Logitech G29. Nice race. Cheers, Carbon. Carbon, look, you know the rules, mate. It does not make you faster. You could argue it makes you slower, maybe, in this kind of racing. The fastest member of our community is Steve Wretch. I haven't seen him tonight. Are you lurking, Steve? He'll probably watch this on a replay, not this part, though. And he has a G29, although he's just upgraded it over Christmas to the Assetto. They've got weird names. Le Prima, I think, the 15 Newton meter or something like the mid-range one, I think it was. So he is now in Dreamland. But he was our fastest on the G29. And of course, many champions in the past have used G29's T150s. You know, the Thrustmaster one with no real force in it. You don't need the force feedback to be fast, and so on. And if you do it hard enough, the force feedback, eventually you'll slow down because you're doing a lot of fighting and stuff rather than being accurate. So, Juan says, Warren, just drive what you like. Juan, that's terrible advice. Sorry, Warren, don't listen to Juan there, even though he's my teammate. You're all my teammates here, by the way. Everyone, I want to race with all of you. That includes you, Dean. Would be good to do a team race with you, London boy. Well, you stay in London. I bet you've got like a postcode that's like, what is it out there? HA or something. How far out can you go? Now, you're probably an E postcode, aren't you? But yeah, drive what you like, Warren. I don't agree. Drive what looks really cool and also is really fast. So I've found I'm really fast in the Porsche normally. So yeah. Dan says the road is rocky. Oh boy, it is not a straight road, guys. If you've seen like the Targa Florio or those really cool mountain roads that do this up and down a mountain, that's my road to 2K. Apparently, one of our TSC bosses, Crystal, if you're watching, hey Crystal, was plotting the graph, and there's a lot. I think you see it on LFM anyway, but yeah, it's a lot of up and downs. Every time I do really well, suddenly something happens and it all just disappears off of the cliff. So we'll get there this year. We'll get there, I promise, team. Dean says, thanks for the words. I didn't really have anyone to ask about what's good, what's not, etc. Just mix things online. I hear you. I doubt you hit 2K. Oh, I hear you. No doubt you hit 2K. You seem like a nice guy. Content's good. Well, you may have noticed I haven't got any content, Dean. Very sorry about that. I don't do video uploads on YouTube, which is very bad, and I should and I will. And I might set myself a little goal of like 1 a month this year. I do believe in quality over quantity in YouTube uploads, which might not suit the old algorithms. But yeah, I do a lot of social content. I'll tell you that. Oh, Warren, I was thinking about doing a stream series where I race at every track. Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, I know some I wouldn't be able to find, but wouldn't it be cool? Or maybe we'd have to go on like Trackmania, and build the ones we can't race on in Trackmania. That'd be quite funny. Anyway, so yeah, let's go, Dean. I'll take that. Look, the online thing with sim racing is, I said I'm trying to get more people into sim racing, right? And online with sim racing, it is a bit gatekeepy, elitist, and so on. It is a bit of a nerdy, pastime. So you get that kind of style of interaction online, and you see people with like a 4090 graphics card saying, "Oh, I'm getting frame loss. Can I get is there any point in getting the Nvidia Titan or whatever sort of thing?" And you're like, seriously, guys. Honestly, I try and remove the barriers. So I've got Pass It On project, Dean, which is where we've basically, from the community so far, managed to get together a gaming PC and a wheel and pedals and a stand. And then if you want to borrow it for a month, you can do that and get into sim racing and see how it feels for yourself, like properly at home, getting into it. And then whether you want to invest. And we did all that. You'll see there's only video on my channel. But we built the PC for less than 250 quid. And the sim racing stuff was a couple of quid. Now, we've actually had some donations. We've now got a pretty serious rig. The Thrustmaster TSPC Racer. We've got CSL Elite pedals. It's a wheel stand and a gaming PC. There's even a gaming monitor if you need it. So that's our Pass It On project. And we're trying to get that going a bit more. I've got a friend who's actually going to take it in the next week or two, hopefully. And he's got a young daughter who might be interested. That'd be cool to get her involved. Oh boy, all the cuts on my hands from today's work with the rig. Anyway, I'm waffling on, and I do need to go soon. We are in our working week, aren't we? And it's very late for you Europeans. Sorry about that. I will say good night. I will see you all on the socials, of course. I'm always posting there. And I'll see you on the Discord. And then I'll see you tomorrow night for our first community races of 2024. We're starting with good old Monza. You can't go wrong there. Everyone needs to test out their equipment and their pace for the new year. And it's been wonderful having new people in the chat. Thanks everyone who's joined in. It's been great fun. Thanks for all the interactions, all the likes and all the subscriptions and all that stuff. And yeah, I'll see you all later. Peace out, homies. Enjoy the outro.
We froze, cold night and the winter hot cold. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Sorry that I fall away sometimes. Yeah. The end, got to end it all on the weekend. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Sorry that I feel that way sometimes. Oh, yeah. You don't really wanna know me. Hanging in the corner with a nose, yeah. High on whatever they sold me. That's the old me, yeah. 6 years later trying to find me. Still trying to figure out the line piece. Looking for the love inside me. Sometimes, don't know why I feel that way sometimes.